Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. On today's show, we kickstart the first weekend of 2017, looking at how to get in shape and stay fit for life. Then we'll turn the pages to some culinary delights, treating the body right with tasty Jamaican foods. Stay with us. It promises to be another informative show.
It takes so long, man. People have places for going, you know. Get them on the urban table number.
Happy and nice. You know how much people me have to deal with before I reach here, sir? You're lucky.
But 3 bills for number 5.
Wait. We can place the bet with you? Yeah, man. You see, when you win with we, you get a little extra. So what you say?
Police, nobody move.
Illegal gambling is a criminal offense. If convicted, you could face a fine of up to $1 million or up to 18 months in prison. When gambling, choose licensed and registered gaming establishments. Stop illegal gambling now. Call Crime Stop at 311 to report illegal gambling. You don't have to give your name. A message from the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, January 6. The Ministry of Local Government and Community Development is looking to find additional sources of funding to repair, maintain, and rehabilitate parochial roads across the island.
Of the 27,000 kilometers of road network in the country, the local authorities have responsibility for almost 23,000 kilometers of those road network. What is given to the local authorities for road maintenance is not adequate.
The local government minister says discussions are underway with the Ministry of Finance for funding separate from the Parochial Revenue Fund. He was speaking at a regional sensitization session for elected local government officials on Wednesday. Mr. McKenzie said he was hoping that the money would be allocated in the upcoming financial year, which begins on April 1. On another matter of revenue, the local government minister is urging elected councillors to set a good example by paying their property tax.
We will have no moral authority as elected representatives if we are urging the citizens to pay property taxes when the elected councillors who have an obligation to pay their property taxes is not paying their property taxes.
He says employee contracts will only be renewed when their own property tax obligations are met.
What I'm going to be doing, and we're going to be providing to all the municipal corporations a list of our councillors who falls in that category.
As for councillors operating businesses that earn in excess of $500,000 in one calendar year, Minister McKenzie says these individuals will become eligible to pay a trade license fee. In other tax news, government will be going after persons with multiple employment and who may be benefiting from the tax threshold more than once in a given year. Individuals are entitled to one threshold per year of assessment and must report and declare income from more than one employer. Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, has launched an audit program aimed at regularizing those who are circumventing the regulations. TAJ says thousands of these taxpayers have been unearthed and identified by the recently implemented Revenue Administration Information System, RACE, through its Discovery module. Taxpayers will receive letters from TAJ's audit team outlining their current tax status. As is customary, individuals will be given the opportunity to make a payment arrangement, which will be facilitated through the tax payment portal at jamaicatax.gov.jm. The program, which is currently underway, is expected to continue into the next financial year. It is one of several compliance strategies being employed by the Revenue Authority. Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Carl Samuda has approved the implementation of a new lobster regime for the 2017-2018 season, which begins on July 1. The new lobster regime will now be implemented to facilitate the licensing process beginning in February. Under the new regime, the April to June lobster close season remains in effect, but the new licenses will be granted for a 2-year period and not the customary 1-year period that has obtained up to this point. Individuals and companies applying for the lobster licenses can do so in 4 separate categories: industrial fishing, artisanal fishing, carriers or transportation of lobsters, and research and scientific purposes. The new regime now provides for the selection of licensees based on the fulfillment of some agreed criteria. Minister Samuda says the new regime is to ensure the granting of lobster licenses in an equitable manner. And finally, Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Winston Delahaye, is appealing to Jamaicans to participate in the Jamaica Health and Lifestyle Survey 3, which is currently being carried out across the island. It is being implemented by the Caribbean Institute for Health Research in association with the ministry. Dr. Delahaye says the research team has met with some amount of resistance in the field, especially as it relates to providing blood samples for testing blood glucose levels.
Persons aren't accustomed to providing a blood sample, lots of fear surrounding that. So these are issues that we must address, because we're now moving forward to actually having clear markers by objective testing. What's your blood glucose level, as opposed to a self-report that you're diabetic or not. It's a big difference.
The Chief Medical Officer was addressing a recent JIS think tank. The survey provides data for the assessment of health, quality of life indices, and economic expenditure in the health systems. The current project will provide nationally representative data for the population aged 15 years and older, using a sample of 3,500 persons. It focuses on the 4 priority health areas of chronic disease and their risk factors, sexually related conditions, violence-related injuries and deaths, and epidemics of emerging and re-emerging infections. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Join the fight. Quit smoking for life.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
For some of us, New Year's resolutions entail working on our bodies. But just thinking about it won't bring about any results. You have to get busy, and now's a good time as any.
It keeps you young, make you look good in your clothes, make you attractive to opposite sex.
It's only a matter of fitness and health. Keep me vigorous and keep my youth.
It's the healthy way. I want to say slim.
It is true that many of us know that exercise is good for us, but we avoid it. Why? Because we are afraid that exercise has to be vigorous before it can be effective. But physical trainers say this is not true. Every little bit counts. It all adds up to burning more calories. We may not be ready for a structured program like going to the gym, but we can start small.
The first thing that exercise helps us to do is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And the first thing that we want when we exercise is to live long. And so the longevity of life is in fact guaranteed for persons who live a healthy lifestyle by form of exercise.
Medical experts say if we are not engaging in enough physical activities, we are at major risk for developing coronary artery disease. It can also contribute to other risk factors like obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes. However, physical trainers say before we start a vigorous exercise program, there are a few things we must do.
You need to consult your physician first, get an okay from them, and then you proceed with your exercise. And we would advise you not to start vigorously. Start exercising at slow paces, gradually getting into the vigorous aspect of your exercise.
According to physical trainers, we must do any moderate to vigorous aerobic activity for a minimum of 30 minutes at least 3 to 4 times per week. This is to reduce or eliminate some of the risks associated with a lack of physical activity as part of our regular routine.
Here we go.
Moderate physical activity may include brisk walking, gardening, raking leaves, sweeping the floor, pacing while you talk. When you're on the phone, pace around. This is a great way to stay moving while doing something you enjoy. Getting up each hour to stretch or walk the stairs at work, and dancing can also make a difference.
You don't have to go to a gym to exercise. And exercise is usually a routine that you consistently do, whether it's at home or at school, that you benefit from, the heart and the lungs and the other aspects of your body benefit from.
Stretching and aerobics are some of the exercises that we can do at home to help us keep fit and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Aerobic exercises strengthen your heart and burn calories. According to physical trainers, stretching exercises are essential for keeping our muscles flexible and our joints strong. You can stretch the body every day.
Look in front, hold it there, 5, relax the hand, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, 1.
We can all do exercise. I would probably only limit to the persons who are paralyzed from probably waist down. But even the persons who are paralyzed from waist down, their arms are able to do something. So you can do something with the hands.
Physical trainers say if you experience any of the following symptoms during exercise, you must stop and rest. Dizziness or lightheadedness, abnormal heart rhythm, pain in the chest, under the breastbone, and or down the arm, pain in the knees, feet, or ankles. After, stop and rest. If the symptoms persist, you must call your doctor.
I feel stronger, flexible.
I feel so refreshed and like I can take on the day.
And I think it has helped to make me look youthful. So exercise is great.
It firms up your muscles and it gives you more energy.
We can all improve our health and well-being and have fun by including moderate amounts of physical activity in our daily lives. Remember, if fitness is the goal, exercise is the way to get there. Be health-wise.
Very good.
Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helcher fish and bami, we run down yam and banana, roast breadfruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. To use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
We move from staying physically fit to eating right. With exercise must also come a proper diet, one that's flavored with natural food items. Here are some of the Jamaican foods that should be on your plate.
Born and fed in Jamaica, homegrown athletes sustained by the foods of the soil, enriched to reach international heights of glory.
fabulous moment in Jamaican and Caribbean track and field history.
An agricultural sector steeped in a tradition of excellence, ripe for expanded production, energized to tap into new markets. A nation of champions. Food. For most, that probably means the broad label for just about every edible item we humans consume. Now, Jamaicans fully agree to this, but in the lingua of the island, food is also a specific term for the side dishes that accompany the main course of Jamaican meals. You might also hear them called ground or grung provisions: yam, potato, sweet or Irish, dasheen, cocoa, cassava, and others that are staples of the island's agricultural output. Farmers, supported by government and strong private groups, plant and harvest these crops for the discerning Jamaican consumer and a reliable export market. As the world marvels at the lightning speed of the likes of Usain Bolt and Veronica Campbell-Brown, many have asked, is it in the food? Perhaps the yellow yam?
969.
When we roast the yellow yam, when we roast the yellow yam, and we slice it in a two, and we slice it in a two.
The skin is brown, sometimes black, and some say scaly. Peel away the outer layer and get to the heart of its starchy goodness. There you'll find fulfillment and a taste that is as distinctive as the indescribable talent of our trailblazing athletic stars. More importantly, in the heart of our yams are essential nutrients for healthy living: vitamins C and B6, potassium, manganese, fiber, and iron. These nutrients converge in several varieties of the Jamaican yam, a tuber with off-white, purple, white, yellow, and sometimes red flesh, depending on the variety. For every type of yam, there is a uniquely Jamaican name, like renta, yampi, moonshine, or afu. Whatever the name, they're all edible, just so long as you cook them first. And with thousands of acres of fertile land, yam production is an island-wide vocation in Jamaica. But you might be surprised, or not, to know that the most popular yam-producing parish, Trelawney, is also the home of the world's fastest man.
Corrected to 969. The relax. Usain Bolt. Tremendous running by this man.
Daylight come and me want go home. Work all night.
From jerk to curry recipes, Jamaican cooking is all about the spices, sourced right on the island. With the support of the state entity responsible for managing all things agricultural, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Jamaica's spice producers are on the verge of stamping a bolder mark on the competitive international industry, with many programs unfurling to increase the production of traditional spices like ginger, turmeric, nutmeg, and pimento, and non-traditional spices such as hot peppers and onion. And the possibilities are bountiful. Take ginger and turmeric, for example. Both grow with relative ease almost anywhere on the island. In fact, travel to some places in Jamaica and you can find turmeric growing wild, unfettered by any environmental condition that could stunt its growth. Whether for use as a condiment, for its healing properties, or simply for coloring, consumers worldwide can't seem to get enough turmeric. Global trade in turmeric has been trending up, and so have prices. As for Jamaican ginger, it has long been considered among, if not the best in the world. Current global demand for Jamaican ginger is estimated at 21,000 metric tons in its fresh form and 4,200 tons dried, and there's room for growth. Jamaica is a tiny giant in the world of agro-processed foods. Island producers are dishing out big, unique flavors, employing ingenuity and utilizing the support of state agencies to steadily eke out more of the international market for these goods. Jamaican companies like Central Food Packers are making a mark on this agricultural offshoot, exporting quality canned, bottled and baked foods to markets in North America, the United Kingdom, Canada and the Caribbean. Included in the mix are mild to spicy hot sauces, jams and jellies, a must if you want to proclaim your Jamaicanness. Ackee, delivered to you in a can, and for a bit of green delight, callaloo canned in brine. Then there are some unique Jamaican spreads for your breads and biscuits, like a dab of Solomon Gundy or a spoonful of delicious mango, sorrel or tamarind chutney. And let's not forget the roots wines. Jamaica's value-added agro-processors are engaged in other sweet pursuits. Companies like Honeykiss are churning out all-natural honey confections. As they'll tell you, and you can taste for yourself, pure Jamaican wildflower honey is infused with just a choops of natural unique fruits, vegetables and spices, ginger, Blue Mountain coffee, pimento, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper. Sweet, aromatic, rich, strong are entirely inadequate labels. Have a taste of authentic Jamaican honey and what you'll get is a pure, honest flavor, aroma and taste, and medicinal benefits that make healthy living absolutely enticing. Whether your delight is tea, coffee, or maybe cocoa, Jamaican value-added producers have carved out a reputation for delivering only the best. Jamaica is known for its lush landscapes, revered for its music, celebrated for its track stars, and the world is hooked on our coffee. And it's hardly surprising. The species of choice in the Jamaican coffee industry, Arabic coffee, is widely accepted as producing the far superior cup. And Blue Mountain is the brand best loved by coffee connoisseurs from near and far, commanding high prices wherever it's sold. Cultivated high up in the misty blue-hued mountains of the island, maturing in rich volcanic-based soil, only the best bright red cherries are hand-picked, sun-dried, stored, cured, hulled, polished, sized, hand-sorted and packaged to bring the highest quality coffee to your tables. The end product is a cup of exceptionally balanced, exotic and intense aroma with an intricate range of flavor notes that is said to include a subtle hint of herbs, spice and chocolate. Let's take a tea break. Authentic, Jamaican, instant, Salada teas are among a thriving tea market that bags flavors familiar to most people and countries, mixed in with some distinct Jamaican blends. Now for another sweet treat. The cacao plant, or Jamaican cocoa, is a wide-branching evergreen tree from which the world-famous Jamaican cocoa, chocolate, and cocoa butter are produced. Local companies like Chocolate Dreams are milking the lessons learned from centuries of Jamaican cocoa production to turn out sweet delights for every palate. Besides being a pleasure to the taste buds, these products benefit from the many nutritious compounds of the Jamaican cocoa beans. From the mild stimulant of the caffeine alkaloid theobromine to its natural fat starch and the natural amphetamine phenylethylamine, Jamaican cocoa is a folk remedy for maladies from wounds to fevers, coughs, burns, and listlessness. Its fat, Jamaican cocoa butter, is used in confections, in manufacturing soaps and cosmetics. Sweet, medicinal, another Jamaican agri-pursuit poised for new investment, ready to compete with the best anywhere in the world. So, what's your delight? Whatever it is, Jamaican farmers and end producers are uniquely and creatively positioned to deliver. In this land of wood and water, champions are not just made for the tracks, they're also found in the fields and in the shopping carts of discerning consumers the world over.
Enjoy yourself in your homeland, a little more. I and I rope in, go rubber dub it, wanna I will lick a scene.
I'm young, gifted, and violence-free.
I will stand up for peace. No matter what you say, you can't take that away.
I'm young, gifted, and violence-free.
I choose to live.
I choose to be me.
All the people them with a Zig V, hold up your hand. Zig V in the Caribbean territory, but we now want that virus take set pan we. So make sure send no stagnant water inside and mash up all mosquito breed inside. More hole in the tin them where you dash way and change the water in your vase every day. No litter, dispose of your garbage proper. You know them the thing that we turn drain blacker. Tour your community and tour your yard for suppress mosquito. We have figure hard dash we all tire turn over drum pan for prevention is the greatest weapon. And special shout out to pregnant ladies. Protect yourselves and protect your babies. Draw for your zapper and your mosquito spray. If we do all that we can to keep them away. How we now was in vain. Remember the days when people from the east side could go out on the
Jamaica, this is Kevin Downswell. We original. We were blessed. We have something about us that the world craves. We don't need to compromise. We don't need to rob. We don't need to thief nobody. Everybody who watch this have something unique in them that God placed in you, that was used to bring you favor, was used to bring you wealth. Find it. It's inside of you. Whether they're on the street side, something special inside of you. Whether they're at the bar or drink rum and you try to drink away your troubles, listen to me. And I say go. If you find that thing is what is the very thing that will bring you wealth, the very thing that will bring your life to a level you never imagined. Everybody out there have a choice. And my challenge to you is choose to do the right thing. Choose to not bust that gun. Choose to not smoke that weed. Choose the right thing. Your decision will create a habit, and your habit will create a future. That means if your decision is wrong every day, your future will end up being popped down. But if you decide that you're not going to do that, and you're going to stand up for the right, watch it. Your future big. You're blessed. Jamaica, you're blessed. Youth, you're blessed. Girl, you're blessed. Love.
We've come to the end of today's program. We sign off from your television screens, but the information continues to flow on our social media pages. For more on health and other relevant news, click on our YouTube channel, Twitter and Facebook pages. You may also download our Google app to always stay in the know. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.